Hello Glamour Ghouls, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Midge Munster, but today you can call me Ishmael because we are hunting white whales. I think any of us that are vintage or antique collectors, thrifters, pickers, whatever you want to call it, we all have those pieces that we are always on the hunt for. Our vintage white whales, pieces usually that there were not that many made of, or because of the material that they are, a lot of them didn't survive, or it's something that sometimes you find it, but it's so expensive you probably would not be able to afford to buy yourself one. I definitely have a running list of white whales, some of which I have acquired. I did get one of my spooky white whales last year. I got this blow mold that I have been looking for. Drew from Darker Homes and Gardens found this at a great price and sent it to me, and I was so thankful for that. But some of my other pieces would be like this Anchor Hawking chip and dip. Don't know why, I just have always wanted it and I love it. Or a Lovesky lamp. I would love to have a like original Lovesky lamp. But the main reason that we're talking about this today is because I have gotten the opportunity to buy one of my white whales, and I am so ecstatic. I can't believe it. So this is a Edward Miller 1920s spiderweb slag lamp, and these are A, very rare, B, when I come across them, they are like $700. And a lot of times when I come across them, they are just the shade. One of the really great like vintage resellers that I follow that curates a lot of Victorian and spooky and what have you, she recently had 3 of these, but it was just the shades. And even that was very expensive. So when this listing came up on my marketplace, I said, "Are you sure?" And I messaged the woman and confirmed the price. And she said, "Yeah, I've had it on eBay for a long time. Like, I would hate to ship it. And I just decided I wanted to like get it to a good home." So I am at her shop right now. Just opened. I'm gonna go get one of my white whales. And I'm hoping it's everything I want it to be and more. So let's go in and I will show you this beauty. Okay, we are home, and here is the baby. Oh my God. Y'all, I wish you could really see this, like, in person. This is so beautiful. Like, I don't know if you can really see all the details in the slag glass. This beautiful, like, marbleization. Oh, look at that side. Oh! It's just so gorgeous. The webs are in perfect tact. The one thing it's missing is the little like finial bit on top. She had something on there, but I think I can find something that'll fit a little better. Oh my God. Y'all, it is heavy too. Like, I bet this weighs 6 or 7 pounds. She's a big girl. I literally just, maybe last week, thrifted this German souvenir cup that says "Think of Me." And I just feel like they look so beautiful together. I love her so much. Let me see if I can find the right size bulb. There was a bulb in it, but I don't think the bulb, I think something happened to the bulb, so I'm gonna find one so we can plug it in. Okay, moment of truth. I have the wrong size bulb in it right now, so the shade is tipped, but I just want to see if it's gonna work. Oh my gosh. How beautiful. She's gorgeous. Oh my God. I feel like I'm accepting an Oscar. But yeah, I cannot believe this is in my possession and for that price. Thank you so, so much to Gabriella at Green Utopia, Kansas City. If you feel so inclined, please go follow her shop on socials and things. And if you're in Kansas City, go support her. She's got a lot of really cool stuff there. She had kind of said to me basically like, I hope you know, like, this is a really good price for this item. And I was like, oh no, like, I know. Believe me, I know. And I wanted to like assure her, you know, I was like, this is going to my house. This is something I will really love and treasure. Like, I'm not a reseller. I'm not going to make like turn this around and make a ton of money off of it or anything. Like, this is just something I've really wanted that you've made attainable to me, which is very exciting. And she kind of, you know, articulated that her main goal in what she does is to get things to loving homes and people that really care about them and will take care of the items. And this is definitely going to be very, very loved and taken care of here. I am ecstatic. It's so cool. And like, just look at it, like with my stuff. Like, she belongs here. Look at that. I'm so happy. Well, there you have it. One of my white whales has been acquired. I would love to kind of keep it maybe on this credenza where my TV is, or maybe even on the bookshelves that I'm hoping to have behind me at some point. While we're in this neck of the woods, let me throw you over to some footage I took a few days ago. That was gonna be a whole other video. But let's talk about some other like crazy things that have come into my possession recently and what the plan is for incorporating those into my living room. I got pooped on by a blind bunny at the antique store today. That was exhilarating. But the reason that I went is because I was told there was possibly something there. Unfortunately, it was not there. But the reason I found out in the first place was because of something else that I got. And so it is now time for Midge's Antiques Roadshow, which is really just me showing you some new antiques I got. Let's go. So first I want to show you some candelabras that my dad got me. He found a pair of these. Like, I guess they're more like candle sconces. A candelabra would be like this, of which I also have plenty. But yeah, my dad found these two beautiful matching solid brass sconces. They're heavy. And I think he paid like $9 or something for them. Very, very thrifty, very affordable, especially for brass. And he had sent me a picture and was like, do you like these? I was like, I really do. Obviously, I don't know. Can you see at this angle? No, let me tip you just a little. Bloop. So here, you can just kind of see that I've got these little single candle sconces that match, and I have one on either side of the television. Let's look at the gallery wall, shall we? So here is the gallery wall. Here's some of the other side of the gallery wall. Also, I just have to blow up my friend's spot real quick. I have so many pieces of art on my wall that were done by my friend Anne, who is like the most talented artist on the planet. So this is hers. And it's like a, linocut, is that what it's called? She carved this into like linoleum and then stamped it and foiled it. That's called apple charm. And these tarot cards are also hers that she did. But then the really freaking crazy thing she does is she does hair art, like Victorian hair art. But guys, I'm just gonna show you. So this is one piece that I own. These little ink cap mushrooms. And this is the other piece that I own of hers. That's all hair, y'all. Like, there's some beads in there, obviously, but like, it's made of hair. Is that not the most insane thing you've ever seen in your entire life? Look how big it is. That's my hand. Like, what? Anyway, I got off topic, but she's the most talented woman alive, and y'all should go blow up her Instagram because she deserves a bajillion more people looking at her art than she has. Anyway, back to the candle sconces. So I already have some on this wall, was the point. So I think these ones are gonna go in that entry hall on the new black wall, kind of like staggered from each other. And then Taylor's uncle found this really beautiful like cane piece of furniture. He was gonna paint it, and I was like, please, can I have that and restore, like I'm gonna stain it a little bit darker, I think, but I think I'm gonna put that in our little entry hall and then hang these above it. And I think that'll be really nice. So there is score number 1. Score number 2, I was on a Whatnot sale for Kathleen Illustrated, who is one of my favorite YouTubers. She did a bunch of art and was auctioning it for charity. And so I was over there. I didn't end up buying anything because, positive reason, she started everything at $15 and they ended up going for like hundreds of dollars, and it all went to charity. It was really cool. But so I did not, unfortunately, get anything from that. But when the sale was over, we raided this other person's sale and they were selling this. It's a little brass carousel horse. Isn't that cool? I have a really weird thing about carousels. I really love them. I think I just went to like a lot of fairs and stuff as a kid, and so they give me like Midwestern cozy nostalgia. But I thought it was a really cool piece, and I think I will hang it here on the wall. I'm always just looking for like anything interesting that isn't just a piece of art in a frame. I mean, that's also interesting, but you know what I mean? Like the house frame, like just stuff to kind of break up the art and make for different interesting shapes and things. I don't remember what I paid for this, but it was less than $15. So I'll take it. And then the real reason we're here today, some of you may have already seen this on Instagram, but I wanted to share it on YouTube because a lot of you do not use Instagram or follow me there. So I want to make sure everybody had seen this because it's crazy. And this was why I was at the antique mall today, where I got pooped on by Tennessee, the blind rabbit. My mother-in-law came home this past weekend and she brought me this. Oh my gosh, it's so big. It's a coffin corner. Well, it's a casket corner. This is a casket, not a coffin. Ta-da! So this is like the display from a funeral home where they will, show all the different finishes and different types of caskets they have available for purchase. This would be on a wall like that. It literally says 1/8 on the inside. It is the eighth of a casket. But it's this beautiful wood tone with brass finishes. It matches my room perfectly. And many of you know that I have an antique Victorian adolescent coffin as my coffee table. I have become quite the coffin lady over the course of my life. Anyway, this is wicked freaking cool, and I think the intent is for me to hang it in this corner. I would like for it to go like right here. Ooh! I would like for it to go like right here and just kind of be casually sticking out of the corner of my wall. I think that, you probably can't even see that. I think that would be cool. But it is quite beefy. And I need to figure out the best way to hang it. We're gonna have another scythe situation on our hands where I'm gonna have to go through several different like hanging techniques to figure out the best way to hang it. But you know what? This baby has been up there for 3 years now, and it's solid as a rock. And I am able to put it on and off the wall to decorate it for holidays and stuff. I love it. But yes, so that was the reason I was at the antique mall today, because this came from an antique mall in Kansas, and it's right next to the place where I get my nails done. And when my mother-in-law bought this, the person that helped her was like, oh, we have another coffin somewhere. We have a wicker coffin. Y'all, I have been looking for a Victorian wicker cooling casket for some time. I have a freaking search thing set to alert me on Facebook Marketplace, on eBay, like anything in the area if there's a wicker coffin available. So they had told her they had one, but they didn't know where it was in the antique mall. And they were like, well, we'll call you if we find it, because we have it, like, it's too big to leave out, and we bring it out at Halloween, but otherwise we store it. So that was about a week ago, and they haven't called her. So I was thinking, since I was right there, I'll just, pop in and see if anyone's looked for it. So I popped in, I asked. Unfortunately, the owner told me, or the manager, I'm not sure which he is, but he said, oh, we did figure out what happened to it, but we sold it at a sale a few weeks, a little while ago. And I was like, no! And this was after I had been pooped on by the rabbit that they had behind the counter that was someone's pet. So overall, it was not a strong outing. No, they were super nice about everything. But of course I'm talking to him and he's like, oh, we had that thing forever and nobody wanted it. And he said that people kept telling him who's gonna buy that? We should just get rid of it. Who's gonna buy it? So while they didn't have that, I did give them my card. And I was like, the next time you have something that nobody would want, call me because I probably want it. And not but 15 minutes ago when I got home, he messaged me and said, hey, I talked to the coffin guy. His name is Pete. And he told me to give you his number because he has some stuff you can look through. So I might have a coffin dealer now. We'll see. I'm excited to see what comes of that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your week or weekend. If you made it this far, drop me a comment down below and let me know something cool that you've thrifted or found at the antique mall recently. I love to know what y'all are finding. I will see you again soon, and until then, keep it campy, kooky, glamorous, and spooky. Bye!